Hey Aries, Pisces Priestess here with your September astrology video. So if you're watching this, you survived the Leo solar eclipse. Crazy, crazy, crazy energy. It's still crazy. We have not we're not done with the eclipse energy. Eclipses can affect us for 6 months, sometimes 19 years. Eclipses are the most intense astrological event that you can go through. And we have a lot of degrees coming at the same degree, the 28-degree Leo eclipse point. The eclipse was at 28 degrees Leo. We have Mars at 28 degrees Leo now, and Mercury at 28 degrees Leo now. And when that happens in astrology, the energies are kind of brought up in a different way. So Mars is your ruling planet, and it's at the 28-degree Leo mark. So yeah, these are going to be revisited energies. And it is Virgo season, you guys, and I'm a Pisces. Pisces is the opposite sign of Virgo. So I've been thinking about my September videos for a really long time, and my spirit guides or my mind, I kind of just came up with this idea. I like to believe, with the help of my spirit guides, that I think it's time to bring out some new energy. But what I was getting ready to say is that I have some notes here and stuff like that, but Virgo energy is all about facts and details and this and that and this. And as a Pisces, Virgo season is always like, I'm not saying I don't like Virgo season, but it definitely puts a harshness on how I like to do things, because I'm very free flowing and I'm very creative. I don't really like harsh structure or anything like that. So I've designed this in a way that I think is best for me as a reader. I am a Pisces and my mind just works a certain way. So I thought it would be best in Virgo season if I just focused on the main astrological events. My other videos, I went through the whole month and talked about houses that things would fall in for the zodiac signs. But I think this month, what will be best, since we're kind of in a Mercury retrograde until, actually Mercury goes direct tomorrow. And I'm going to plug my laptop in so that nothing happens. Okay, we're good. But Mercury goes direct tomorrow. And when Mercury goes retrograde, it's almost like a blast from the past. And there's all these things that we have to go backwards and do. So I thought it would be good to do a past, present, and future reading for Virgo season, because it kind of skips all the details out. It doesn't get much more straightforward, at least to me, than the past, present, and future. I thought it would be great to address that, so we could just wrap all these energies up instead of going and getting crazy with all the details. Maybe there's a Virgo reader out there for you that is very good at all these details, but even the details I have today are in a creative way. So a little bit of information before we get into the reading. I have something to say about that too. We have Mercury direct tomorrow. Today's the 4th, and I'm going to try to get these videos up tomorrow, definitely before the Pisces full moon, which is going to be a 12th house moon for you guys. I'm not really sure if I'm going to go through the houses for all signs, but as a Pisces, I do feel like it's important. Oh, and I have my moon shirt on too. Not phased. Thought that was good to wear today, because there's lots of crazy energies that we just can't let phase us right now, guys. About the moon, Aries, the Pisces is your 12th house, which is amazing. And last month when there was Aquarius full moon, that was in my 12th house, because it's awesome, because whatever Pisces goes through, Aries will go through next. So I'm going through a season of all this 7th house energy with Virgo. Well, when the sun enters Libra on the 22nd, you'll be going through all this 7th house energy, which is relationships and partnerships with everyone else. That's what I'm going through right now. And so I went through a 12th house moon when it was Aquarius, and this Pisces full moon on the 6th is going to be your 12th house moon. We could talk a little bit about that. 12th house moon, especially in Pisces, very spiritual, very dream realm. I would say pay very attention to your intuition and your dreams and what seems like an illusion, because Pisces energy, we have a way of showing people things that aren't necessarily real. This is what we're going through right now, is this Virgo Pisces energy. So this real, dreamy, what's real, reality, illusions, stuff like that. And the window's open, so there's a lot of trees and stuff. I'm just staring staring and talking to you guys. I probably should look more at you, but this is Virgo. See all the details and stuff like that. I really just wanted to take this easy, guys. I was really excited to start these readings for September. For those of you who don't know, Virgo is the 6th sign in astrology, and the 6th sign is the house of lifestyle, but the number 6 is a very angelic number. I know they say 666 is like a devilish number. Well, honestly, it's a very angel number. 6 plus 6 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, see what I mean? And 3 plus 3 is 6, so there's a trinity there. And I'm into numerology a little bit, but 6 is an angelic number. It's all I know, especially 3 6s, because 3 is a trinity, so 6, 3 times is very magical and angelic. So Virgo season. I know that my other half, Virgo, my other half on the astrology wheel, they're the angels. They are angels, you guys, for those Aries who didn't know. And Aries, you're actually compared to God's energy a lot. So Virgos, I'm not sure if there's any Aries out there who have interesting relationships with Virgo. I know a few Aries Virgo relationships. And it's kind of like God and the angels when I see Aries and Virgo together. I see a lot of Aries with Virgo children, Aries and Virgo brother and sister, siblings, whatever. So yeah, long story short, guys, I decided to bring out my Indigo Angel deck. And I know that it's reversed because I believe in reversed universes, and honestly I just don't know how to flip my camera so that the words actually look right to you guys, but it's okay because I just feel like it's an alternate universe, like everything you're seeing is opposite, right? And I don't know, guys, I just think it's spiritual. I just think it's meant to be this way. But yes, this says Indigo Angel. I would like if you guys could see it the right way, honestly, but you just have to trust me. So yeah, different deck coming out, and I will pull a regular tarot card for you guys afterwards. But remember, we're doing the past, present, and future. So before we begin, I know this is a lot of information in the beginning, but it's Virgo season and the details do matter. No matter how much I try to get around them, I do have to give you the details so that we're all on the same page here. So with angels, I thought it was very important to, angels are light, and honestly, since the Leo eclipse, I've definitely learned, and even before that, I'm on a spiritual journey, and I feel like everyone everywhere who's on a spiritual journey, in some way or another, they're learning more about the light and the dark. Even me, as I watch these astrologers on YouTube and things like that, they're talking about the light and the dark. This eclipse back in August on the 21st was very important because even our universe has light and dark. Like how they say we're made in God's image? Well, we're made in the universe's image, and we are the universe. The universe is us. So everything that happens in the universe happens on Earth, and vice versa. That was something that Einstein, a Pisces, discovered. I don't know, law of relativity, something like that. I'm not sure about the detail of it, but yeah, everything that happens on Earth happens in space. Everything that happens in space happens on Earth. So we kind of mirror each other. So the universe has light and dark, right? We have the sun, which is a masculine energy. We have the moon, which is a dark feminine energy. I've been learning so much about the light and the dark. So for this month, I thought it would be very awesome to give you guys a chance to get messages from the light and the dark. So I have that angel deck, and I also have the Wisdom of the Night deck. These are oracle cards, and I'm very this is my favorite deck now. Like I said, I've been learning a lot about the light and the dark, and I'm actually probably, when I'm done with the astrology videos, when I'm done with like the tarot videos, I'm probably gonna upload an additional video about the light and the dark and some important information, just share a little bit about my journey as a Pisces, what I've learned about the light and the dark. Very interesting topics, but for now I'm just gonna keep it at you can't really, angels understand light and the dark is what I'm trying to say. Virgo is an angel. Virgos understand the light and the dark. So I thought, cool, I'll take my angel deck out, and I'm gonna do this for Libra season too, probably, because Libras is archangels. So yeah, I just felt like it wasn't right to just have it, all these tarot readers, they try their best to interpret the light and the dark, but mostly it's just the traditional tarot, or maybe some people just do me. I have done a lot of light. I don't really do reversed cards, stuff like that. So Aries, we're gonna go with the light and the dark today. And another interesting thing is that these cards are a lot bigger. for me. They're not as small as the original tarot deck. So when I shuffle them, it takes a very long time for me to shuffle and get the cards out. In my new deck, I got this September 1st. So I've only had the Night Oracle. I'm so happy. I actually got both of these decks from a Virgo. So, I mean, as a gift, you know. So this is very angelic. These were given to me by an angel herself. So very, very real there. Well, what I was saying is that the cards I got a couple of days ago, they're super sharp. So these messages are going to be very straightforward, I think. Like, they're really easy to shuffle, but they're very pointy and they're larger. So I actually shuffled before your video. I have your reading right here. It's very, very Aries, okay? It's you guys. I made sure I meditated before, so you're just going to have to trust me. And I will shuffle and allow you guys to see the tarot card that I get, the original tarot card. But, it's not because I didn't want you guys to see or anything like that. I just, even though I've been talking for 10 minutes, kind of just defeated the purpose of that. But if I were to shuffle, we probably have a 40-minute reading. Who knows? It might be 40 minutes anyways. But I just wanted to shuffle before, get your cards ready, and it's still fine. I think it's very Aries. I very much trust this reading. So, past, present, and future Aries, are we ready? I'm sure you guys are. So, for the past Aries, we're going to start with the light, and then we're going to go with the dark. So with the angels wanted to tell you for your past that you already know. And these are very shiny cards, you guys. So you might see the reflection of my computer a little bit. These aren't like the regular, but this is you already know, Aries. So in the past, there was something that you already knew. There was something, you had a question, you were questioning something, and this is going to be different for all of you. But the spirits are telling me that Aries question something in the future that they already had the answer to, right? So whatever that speaks to you, Aries, you definitely already knew, and you're a very wise sign. You're the first astrology sign. So there's some things that you just know, okay? So whatever it was like, you'll know. I have faith that when you hear this part of the video, you will already know what you already knew. That sounds weird, but there's this angel here. So the angels are telling you, there was something you already knew. Maybe the angels have a very interesting relationship with Aries. And so whatever Aries needs to know, the angels do let you know. So you knew something in your past, Aries. And in your present, we had Archangel Metatron come up. This is the Archangel in my deck. So Archangel Metatron, it's actually a man. Angels have no gender, right? They're a combination between masculine and feminine. But what I thought was interesting, and I have these little books, that tell me a little bit about the card. I have my own interpretations, and then I also think it's pretty good to incorporate what the creator of these cards intended for these cards to mean. So Archangel Metatron is actually the first angel in the Tree of Life. So I thought that was really amazing to read that. I didn't know that before, but Aries is the first sign. So this is a very Aries angel. Archangel Metatron is an archangel for everyone that you can call upon at any time. And he will definitely help you let go of things and move on from things. So this is your present moment, Aries. So right now, as you're reading this, as you're watching this, Archangel Metatron is with you, and you can call upon him anytime. You can call upon any of the angels anytime, and he's definitely here to bring peace and balance to things. So this also could be something that you think about or keep in mind for Libra season, when it's your opposite, when the sun is in your opposite sign, because I love Virgo season, but it really does affect me. It might have a different effect on Aries, but in Libra season, even though this is for September, but at the 22nd it will be Libra. So I guess it's fitting to say that later on this month, towards the end of September, when it's Libra season, if you feel like things are off balance or like that you're holding on to certain things, then just call upon Archangel Metatron. Like, literally say that. I call upon him all the time. When I'm driving, if I'm nervous, I'll say, all right, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, I need you here. And they will come and they will fight for you. They'll fight any energy around you. So this showed up for your present moment, Aries. So Archangel Metatron is literally here for Aries this month. And I thought it was really cool that he was like the first angel, because it's like Aries. Aries is the first, you know what I mean? And he helps bring peace and fairness, stuff like that. And he also I have a little note here, just sudden. He helps those new to the spiritual path, and I didn't want to forget to mention that. because there could be a lot of Aries out there who have recently opened up to spirituality more. So if you're one of those Aries, if you're watching my video, you're obviously into certain spiritual stuff. So yeah, the Archangel Metatron is definitely here to help assist you on this new spiritual journey. You're going down the right path, Aries. I can feel that from my guides right now. And you have a lot of angel help. So for your future, because we did the past and present, now we have the future. For the future, Aries, you have the You Are Not Alone card. And there's an angel here. These are the angel messages for you, and they're really beautiful. So the angels are telling you that you are not alone. And this lady, I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll show you in a minute. But this lady is in a different universe, and she's holding a candle, which reminds me of you guys because you're a fire sign. So you're not alone with your passion, Aries. If you can see that, she's holding a candle, and she looks a little like she might feel alone. So in the future, you know, the angels are telling me that Aries might feel alone. And honestly, as a Pisces, I'm going to be real with you guys. I feel like it's because the sun's going to enter Libra. The sun entered Virgo, and I immediately felt alone and misunderstood, things like that. So Aries, I think the angels are just preparing you for that energy. I'm not sure how you'll handle that, but remember, Archangel Metatron is also there for your present moment to help balance things and help you move on. But the angels are very straightforward. In the future, and even now, Aries, like, you are never alone. There are always people who are going through the same things as you. There are always people who can relate to you. You know, you just have to reach out to the right people who can make you feel understood, and careful about hanging around people who are very different from you. Because people who are different from you most likely have different energy than you and a different experience than you, so they're going to have a different opinion than you, and they might make you feel even more contrasted. So this is about surrounding yourself, either having alone time, because this angel's alone with her fire. She's alone and she's lighting her own candle, her own flame, and this is very Aries. I didn't even see that candle before, but I'm very drawn to it now. And sometimes you have to protect your light, Aries. I just heard that. Sometimes you have to protect your light, you know. And for some reason, I'm being led to say that you can't light other people's candles if yours is burning out. Do you know what I mean by that? It's kind of like you can't pour from an empty cup. Well, you guys are fire signs, and you definitely don't want to burn yourself out. The angels are saying to protect your candle and to light your own way. Like, this candle is more than enough light for just her. And she may feel alone with that candle, but it's okay because she's reigniting her fire in her. She's alone. And she's alone with the angels, you know, and that's weird because you're not alone. This is what it says, is you are not alone. And she seems alone, but you're never alone with angels, is what the angels are saying. But I also feel like Aries may be engaging in isolation. Like, you guys may have went a little bit behind the radar recently, like me. It's Virgo season. Virgo is ruled by the Hermit card in tarot, which is like isolation and stuff like that. So maybe when Libra season, you know, maybe you're going to balance your guys' self. Libra's all about balance, and you might need to balance if you guys have been out a lot because you're fire, and I know you have a lot of energy and you like to go, and you like to be passionate and light things up for people. Well, when Libra season comes, you might need to balance the other end of that scale. Like, hey, Aries, I know that person's happy because of you, and that person's fulfilled because of you, but what about you? What about thyself? So that might be why that angel was very focused on that candle for herself. So let's get into the night cards. And I'm just going to say, it's very important to know that the dark is not bad and the light is not good. Like, light and dark can be either good or bad, you know, but we need both in the universe. That's what I've come to realize, and I hope I don't offend anyone, but I wanted to give you light and dark messages today. And yeah, the dark. So for your past, we have vision, and we have this very moon in the back, this very full moon in the back, and then vision, right? So this is a very magical card, right? The moon is full behind her, and there's some type of intuitive vision that you got, Aries. And this is so weird for it to come up in your past, because what this card talks about in the Wisdom of the Night book is that this is a vision about the future. So that just shows how magical Aries is, because in their past, they were also thinking about the future. So Aries is prepared, I want to say. which is exactly what this card means. To have a vision, people who are psychic, people who have visions, something that I've had to realize, I didn't always understand the visions that I get, but I am just somebody who needs to prepare for the future, right? Like, I'm someone who thinks that it's very important to be prepared for what's to come. And obviously, Aries is similar because you guys have this vision. So, in the past, Aries, I want you to think about anything that you received from Spirit, anything that you've thought about, because you had to already know. So you already know the vision is what the angels and the dark angels are trying to say. The light and the dark are telling Aries, you already know the vision you had. So you already know this vision that you had in the past. That's what I'm getting from that. And no matter what you lose, this is what the vision card comes up about. It says, no matter what you lose, know that there's another door opening for you. So whatever you lost, Aries, maybe you had a vision and you already knew that you were going to lose something. Well, just know that even bigger things are going to come into play for you. And then for your present moment, I loved this. When this came out, I was like, oh yes, this is for Aries. We have the High Priestess of Fire. So, hey, this is dope, you guys. You guys are already high, and even the men, the High Priest, okay? So the High Priest and the High Priestess of Fire. And for the men, it's good to definitely invoke your feminine side, especially when it comes to all the passion. Sometimes I feel like masculine energies get a little shy. They don't want to get too passionate about things because they think it's more of a feminine trait. Well, the High Priestess is here for all Aries, men and girl Aries, masculine, feminine Aries, to just remind you of that fire that you have, right? And this is your present moment. So whenever you're watching this video, just know that the High Priestess of Fire is with you in your energy, and you also are becoming the High Priestess of Fire. And we had that with Archangel Metatron. So it's kind of like you have Archangel protection and the High Priestess protection as well. And the High Priestess of Fire comes to you to remind you of your creativity and passion. Do you see? I mean, it's a little, I'm not sure how this will be when it uploads, but she has a lot of fire around her. This card is warm, there's embers, and just, it looks like maybe even phoenix ashes and stuff. So this is reminding you that you're passionate and that you have the ability to create your own reality. So this is beautiful to come up in your present moment, Aries, because it's very good to grab a hold of your present moment and create your own reality. Instead of, this is a past, present, and future reading. And then there's all these Mercury retrogrades. So when Mercury goes direct tomorrow, the angels are telling Aries that it's time to get creative, it's time to get passionate, it's time to create your own reality, because the High Priestess of Fire is here to light that up for you. As a fire sign and as the High Priestess of Fire, it's all about warmth and light, especially when things can be a little maybe dark and cold right now. Like, you are the first sign. You are the cardinal fire sign. So there's no cold that you can't warm up. There's no darkness that you can't light. And even see how dark is not bad, because you got really beautiful messages from the dark. And this is the dark here, the Oracle of Night. So they're telling you that you are the High Priestess of Fire. So with this vision that you had in the past that you already knew, and with your present being protected by the archangels and the High Priestess of Fire with passion and creativity, it's just reminding you that instead of being, if some of you Aries are struggling with impulsivity, like being impulsive, and maybe you can't, because Mars is on the go. Mars is in a fire sign. It's headed into Virgo tomorrow. So it's going to ground. So some of you Aries may be really thinking about the action of things. And that's okay, but just don't burn yourself out. That's exactly what the High Priestess of Fire is saying. That's what it says in this book right here too, that, you just have to guard yourself against letting others burn you out. And that's so weird for your future. For the angels, it's kind of like these went together. These angels are definitely mixing with the dark too. Light and dark get along. We just, as humans, think that we should keep them apart, but no, light and dark are in us together. So it's weird that she's protecting this little bit of fire that she has left, and she's not alone, right? Like when maybe you feel like your fire is almost burned out, Aries, but that's just not true, because you have the High Priestess of Fire here, in your present moment, and that was in your past. The angels say, the angels say in your future that you may feel burnt out and you may feel alone. But the dark is telling me that in your present you have this high priestess, and she is going to make sure that you're not impulsive, but she's going to help you be more creative than impulsive, and she's going to help guard you against the dark burning you out, or possibly the light burning you out. Nothing's going to be able to burn you out, Aries, if you call upon this high priestess and if you invoke her and her fiery passions within you. And then for your last card, we have individuality, which is so awesome because that's exactly what you are, Aries. You are the house of self. You're the house of identity and individuality. So I love that this came up for your future. The darkness really came in for you and said, Aries, you're an individual. You're very unique. So don't compare yourself, Aries. Don't compare yourself to anybody around you. And it's so weird, but Aries sometimes can do that because you're so strong and so bold. You're such a bold character that sometimes being around less bold people or less fiery people can make you question whether you're built the correct way, if you know what I mean. And the dark is here to tell you, the angels are here to tell you that you are definitely on the right path, and that you should not compare yourself or your path or how unique you are to anybody else, because nobody is the same. Everybody is designed uniquely. Everybody is meant to stand out in different ways. So Aries, I really challenge you to take a moment sometime after this video, or sometime around the Pisces full moon, just sometime in September, you guys. It'd be really good for Aries to sit alone, and maybe just, if you don't like to write or if you don't like to do things like that, then just go inside and reflect a little bit about what makes you different than anyone else. Because Aries, I'm an astrologer, and I can tell you based off of the zodiac wheel that you are not like anyone else. You are the cardinal fire sign. There is no other cardinal fire sign, So you are different. There's a reason why you're first, and why you started off the whole zodiac wheel. So, you're unique in a way. You were uniquely chosen as an individual. You were strong enough to start this whole thing off for the rest of the universe. So individuality is definitely coming up for you guys. And this is your future position. And above that was that you are not alone, right? So the angels are telling you that you are not alone with your individuality, and that's kind of interesting because in a way it's kind of makes you feel alone, because it's like, well, I'm an individual, but I'm not alone, because what I was talking about before was kind of isolating you, like you're the first house, Aries, you are unique. So it's kind of weird how uniqueness can make us feel separated and alone and different, but our world has messed that up. We should embrace our differences. Like, we should not be judgmental or closed-minded about people's sexual orientation or their skin color or their religious views or whatever. Like, we're all different, and we're all experiencing the world in different ways. So it's just not right to isolate people with their differences. I think the world would feel a lot better about feeling different if people were more accepting of that. So it's really interesting. We're in Virgo and Pisces season. And what I've learned already through this 10 degrees of Virgo already is that Virgo is the individual and Pisces is everyone. Like, Pisces is the 12th sign. So this energy with this full moon tomorrow, with this full moon on the 6th, it's basically showing everybody how they're separate from everyone, but how it's the, what do they say? The separated togetherness, kind of. We are all one, but we are also individuals, okay? It's hard to explain, but obviously this is coming up in your reading, Aries, because you're the first sign. So you have your 6th house and your 12th house being activated right now by the universe. So you're probably feeling, a little bit of, I am who I am, but I want to be a part of everyone in the oneness. I want to have my individuality, but I also want to identify with people. I struggle with that as a Pisces all the time, being all zodiac signs, but it's very, very important to know who you are as an individual. So get a second, Aries, and think about how you're different. Write a list out about how unique you are and what separates you from everyone else, and know that those will be your strengths. So whatever your mind comes up with, whatever your spirit guides tell you, know that that is what God created you to be separate about. God gives us all unique traits, and he gives us all unique abilities so that we are separate and so that we can do different work than other people, right? It would be no fun if we were all the same. So you're not alone with your individuality, Aries, and this is definitely the Pisces and energy coming in. And at the bottom of the deck for you, for the light, we had Mother Mary. Okay, so we have a lot of angel protection for Aries. Like Aries, your energy is so protected this month by the angels. And I think it's because of Virgo season. I know it's because of Virgo season. Virgo and Aries have very interesting relationship. And just know that the Virgo energy has definitely sent angel energy to you, Aries. And for the dark, we have success. So there's a congratulations coming. And I'm not sure if this is for the past, present, or future for you, Aries, but just know that the cards are showing up for you. And I think how I'm going to interpret that is that the bottom of the deck is kind of an underlying energy for all those cards. So, for you already know Archangel Metatron and You Are Not Alone, Mother Mary was influencing all those cards. And for Vision, High Priestess of Fire and Individuality, Success was underlying all of those. So you must be successful. Your vision was successful. You being the High Priestess of Fire or contacting the High Priestess of Fire, also a successful energy. And as an individual, you are successful, Aries. So that's very beautiful reading. I feel very, very aligned with your guys' energy, or at least aligned with the spirits I'm contacting to give you these messages. I feel like this is exactly what they wanted to say. I was reading on the Vision card, and it said to pull another one to see what the vision was about. So for your extra card, Aries, if you don't mind, I'm gonna do that. So we're basically, and I need one card, Spirit, please one card. I'm not really sure because those just dropped. So there's two of them. I guess maybe you guys had two visions, or maybe even more than that, because we have the Lovers card and the Three of Cups. So Aries, what was that vision about? There's a Gemini energy for sure, but I don't really feel that. Maybe for some Aries, because this is a general reading, and I want this all to apply to everyone. So for some Aries, you may have had a vision about a Gemini, and this is weird. This is also an angel. This is an angel here. So you may have had a vision have to do with something about knowledge or communication. Did you have a vision about communicating with someone? Did you have a vision about angels? Did you have a vision about masculine and feminine energies? So this is really for you, Aries. I'm not going to pick your psychic spiritual brain too much. I just want to give you the messages, and then I want you to heed your own intuition about this. So this was the first card. And apparently Aries had another vision. And then some of you Aries may have had a vision about the Three of Cups. So with this coming out with the Lovers, you may have had a dream about a third party situation when it comes to who you like. And I want you to know, Aries, that if this is the vision that you had, that it's true. If and this is the dark here, so it might have been a dark vision. I'm very honest about the light and the dark now. And it's telling me that Aries had a vision about maybe loving more than one person, or the person that they love having a third party situation. So just heed that, Aries. I'm not sure what that means to all of you, but it'll definitely play itself out in September. I'm also heeded to say that with this, remember how the Vision card, this is in the past position. So it's like you already had this vision because you already knew, right? That's what card this is under. So you already knew it. You already knew that this person was with a third person, or you already knew that you wanted to be in a polyamorous relationship with three people. You already knew that there was three people that you needed to love. I'm not sure. But this is here for you, Aries. Maybe you just have a lot of options. Maybe there's three people who love you, but there's something here with the Lovers and the Three of Cups, and it's a vision that you had. So I really can't, I don't work like that. I have visions all the time, and I'd be really surprised if someone could tell me something about a vision I had, unless I told them. So you know what I would love, Aries, is if you would hit me up and let me know how that related. Like if some of you did have that vision about a third party situation. It could also be celebration. I didn't forget to mention that. The Three of Cups is a very celebratory energy. So let's turn this around a little bit, because my angels are telling me, well, wait a minute, Braylon. The Three of Cups isn't only, I've been watching a lot of tarot videos and they always say like, oh, third party situation, but this isn't a love reading. I don't just do tarot for love. But yeah, okay, so Aries, maybe you had a vision about celebrating love. Maybe you had a vision about you reconciling, or, and I think some of you Aries are like, yeah, now I can relate to it. Okay. My angels are telling me, yeah, most of those Aries, they had a dream or a vision or like something psychic about a lover. And you want to celebrate with them. The Three of Cups could have been you guys hanging out with people, or so it's something about more than two people though, Aries. Definitely something about that. And you're going to have to let me know more about what that is, okay? It feels interesting. It's definitely some full moon stuff going on too. So, okay guys, that's your reading for September for me. I may be back later on this month to go through some more of those details with you, and you know, I just wanted this to be more so about the light and the dark. So also look out for my video about the light and the dark that I'm probably going to record later on tonight. Hopefully upload all these videos tomorrow. Got to get them out there before that Pisces full moon though. I'll probably even do a video about that. This moon is very, very important, you guys. It's very magical. So I really hope you guys have had an amazing August, first of all. Let me know how the eclipse was for you guys. It was very, very crazy for me. Loved it. Very intense energy. And yeah, we're still at the beginning of September, and I really hope that you guys have an amazing September, and definitely get ready for that sun to enter your opposite sign. Take it from me. It's very interesting energy, and it's going to compel you to be an Aries. But don't worry, you're the high priestess of fire, and you're very psychic apparently, and you have so much angels. There's more light energy than there is dark for you. And I don't mean to say that, guys. I know it's always supposed to be a balance, but in this particular reading, you know, I just see a lot of light in angels protecting you. You're not alone. Mother Mary, Archangel, there's visions that you already know. Like, Aries is very psychic right now, and I'm very proud and happy to see that. So trust your intuition, especially around this Pisces full moon. And we will talk again in maybe later this month or in Libra season. Okay, thank you so much, Aries, for watching. Have a great day.